Hello and welcome. This is NotSense, and we're just enjoying this fine tune. I'll have to cover this on guitar someday. Maybe use it for an intro. But not today. Today we are looking at some cool, interesting, well-designed, challenging levels. So let's go into the course world here. I think this will be a first video in a series I'll do where I come across interesting, challenging, well-designed, hopefully, levels that I can kind of show off and play through, and there'll be the level codes that you can grab if you want to try it yourself. The first, let's go into the courses here and do I think I already have the detailed search set up, but there's the first four that we're going to look at today. No, it looks like my filter is reset, so I like a particular kind of level. Any game style really, course theme, but bump it up to super expert difficulty. I think I searched for these with all time. You can get some newer and shuffle it around if you go within the last 30 days or so. I left number of plays all, and then any region. We'll take a level from any region, but not any tag. So like to remove boss battle, music, auto Mario, art, multiplayer versus, auto scroll, shooter. Not that those are bad tags, but just what I was looking for and wanted to play, and the kind I usually really like, are represented here in these tags. So the first four that we look at are going to be from a search like this. Then we'll look at a couple hand-picked levels. Maybe there'll be a timestamp or two that you can skip ahead if you're just interested in those, but I encourage you to watch all of them because they're all pretty cool levels. So that's it here. I'm going to always be on the lookout for new levels to share and make some more videos in this series. But for now, let's get into the first one. So we've got a slice of industry here by Farticus. Just a shout out to Farticus. Doing great work here. We've got some interesting flavor on the level description. A toilet roll shortage has Mario dashing to the shops through an old factory. So, yeah, toilet roll shortage. Where have I heard that before? Pure fiction, this level here. But there's the course ID. I'll throw it in the level description or the video description as well. I like this one. I do like crazy jumps too. That's another good one. I do like a slice of industry, or I do like, obviously I like slice of industry. That's why we're showing it. But I like Super Mario Brothers, probably my third favorite style behind Super Mario 3 and Super Mario World. There isn't as much tech, clearly. You can't do as many things in Super Mario, but it has that just good old nostalgia feeling, and it's pure. It can feel a lot more pure platforming, which I like a lot. This one is just a kind of one of those crazy levels where you just hold right and jump at the right time. There's a little more to it than that, but that's the gist of it. Got the crazy music going on. I do love that music. Oh, I jumped. Forgot about that part. You got to do a shorter jump there. And short jump. No jump. There we go. Timer is not tight at all, and you got checkpoints, so obviously timer not tight. There we go. This section can be a little tough with these spiny guys. That jump in particular. And this one, you gotta like hold back a little bit. I can't believe I did that right on the first try. Third checkpoint. Got some bullet bill action. Make sure not to jump into the bullet bills. That would be kind of unfortunate. And jump off the boom boom. It scared me again. When I played this before, I thought those 1-ups were like bombs or spinies or something, and my heart jumped. And you can see I jump like oh crap, like coming out of the door and jump up. Same exact thing happened to me the other time. So, bravo, Slice of Industry. I don't think it's really that challenging. I think it's probably the clear rate is low because it's such a good level and fun level that people have played it a lot, and maybe a little bit people that don't usually play that hard of a level have played it, I'm guessing, and that's why the clear rate is low. But try it out. It's just a fun hold right, jump at the right time, good vibe, funny premise level. So that's it for Slice of Industry. I'll see you in the next one. All right, here we are with another level we're looking at today. The Kaizo Shell Forest, and then some Japanese kanji, and can't read that at all. But I'm sure it says, I'm just gonna guess that it says Shell Forest. And yeah, I like this level a lot because it's Super Mario 3, first of all, which is my favorite style. And it's Kaizo tricks, but it's not like really hard Kaizo tricks. Like, it has a lot of really good indicators. There isn't anything too crazy going on. I'm not great yet at like a bunch of holding shell and releasing shell and throwing it here and throwing it there, and so there's not a whole lot of that. There's like a couple times where you have to throw a shell, maybe even just once at the end. I forget. But it does have a pretty low clear rate. Not like crazy hard. But 1.87. It's not, from what I know, I'm not great at judging from clear percentages yet, but it's getting down there. It's not the hardest for sure. It's not in the top tier of hardness, but it is not exactly an easy level. So let's look at more info. It's a nice little GG there at the end. Can't wait to see that. And technical single player, sure. Likes, lots of likes. 288, well, lots of likes to me. I think my level has 0 likes, so 288 sure seems like a whole lot more than 0. So let's just get into it. I like this one a lot also because I love the physics of controlling momentum in air, and I think the physics of controlling the momentum in air works really well in Super Mario 3 and in Super Mario World. I've just noticed that it feels really good to like control your guy, like make little micro adjustments in the air, and I find myself doing that a lot in this level. On that one, you gotta keep your momentum going forward, or you'll hit the top spike like that. This first one's pretty straightforward. That one, gotta watch out for the muncher. That one, you have to hold your momentum forward to miss the top spike, but then you gotta come back. And yeah, okay. So it's not straightforward. You can't hold right because you'll hit that shell. So you do have to conserve momentum coming off here and then speed up to hit it. Watch out for that muncher. Hang back, but you can't hang back too much like that or else you won't clear that jump. Whoops. Always nice to die in an interesting new way. Thought that icicle was just feeling kind of lonely, so Gotta give us some company. Oh, I knew that wasn't gonna be enough. Not enough momentum. Sometimes when I die in a weird way like that, it gets like programmed into me somehow. All right, that should be good. Oh, yeah, that's the part. Okay, you gotta hold on to that shell and then throw it when you get to that last part. And I remember dying to that part a lot when I first played through, so hopefully, I guess I should have showed that, yeah, I've already cleared this before. Maybe I did on accident, I just wasn't paying attention. Hey! Well, I think we get a checkpoint here. So yeah, I guess I should have been clear. I've already played through this level before. And cleared it and thought it was really cool. So that's why I'm doing it again here. So hopefully I'll be better at it and won't take me as long as I did the first time. But we've got... Yes. Perfect. Hopefully I'll be better at it. And then you jump right into the water. Beautiful. All right. What is this section? I'm trying to remember. So you jump on those guys. Oh yeah, there's a section that requires some short jumps, where you hit the wall, or you hit the one way. So, okay. It's coming back to me. Oh. Oh, I always do that. Sometimes I get my jump and run button confused. So that time I let go of the run button when I should have let go of the jump button. So we'll see how many times I do that in a row. Oh. I don't know exactly what he meant to indicate with the double empty P-switch block indicator thing. Maybe just that, hey, it's moving, so you have to make adjustment. But it's not really clear to me, like, why that one. Hey, okay. Another checkpoint. Okay, and this one, okay, so the muncher here, on my first, oh, I should have gone right away. I screwed up the thing, but the muncher there is a little bit tricky. Like, you gotta get this jump right. It can be tricky, but you need that muncher, or that I don't even know what you call those guys. The shell guy. You need to kick that guy. Yeah. You need the right momentum again. Oh, I guess I didn't re-grab jump in time. It's like, hey, why didn't that line up? No comment on that one. Just a bad jump. That one is a little better. A little better jump. So I was so focused on making sure I let go of the jump button. Oh, okay. I remember that. Okay, yeah, that one's tricky too because you cannot hold right. You have to float back left a little bit, or else you'll overshoot it. Ooh. Yeah, this muncher gives me trouble for some reason. It doesn't look that hard, but you gotta do it like that every time. There is like a right... It can be easy every time if you just remember the rhythm or the, like, sort of hold back a little bit and then hold right. And then definitely do not want to do a large jump there. Large jump, a big jump. And hold back. And jump and hit that thing and you're good. GG. Well, there you have it. Kaizo Shell Forest. It's a fun one. And now we are on to Mario Kicking Goals, 20 seconds. So you've got, it's a speed run of sorts. Well, not of sorts, it is a speed run. You've got 20 seconds to make it through this this gauntlet. Really, you'll see it as a gauntlet. A little bit lower clear rate than the other one we just played. 1.09%, and it's Super Mario World. So we've got a bit more, I think we have a bit more mechanics at our disposal here. And when I first played this one, it took me many attempts, even though it's only 20 seconds long, because it really gets you used to grabbing and throwing in certain directions. So you have to grab the POWs and throw them up. I think it even says it in the description here. Yeah, kick the POWs up and the shells forward. And you got to time your shots. So it's a lot of holding right, jumping at the right time, grabbing POWs and shells at the right time, throwing them up, throwing right. You have to hit the on-off switches. You have to hit other things. Or maybe it's just on-off switches that you have to hit. And it was really the first level that I played like this that had these mechanics in it. So it's sort of, that's why I picked it. I guess I'll have a soft spot in my heart for this level because it's where I first learned how to grab and throw POWs up and shells to the right. And if that doesn't give you a soft spot in your heart, I don't know what does. So yeah, there's the course ID. Hopefully I'll throw that in the video description as well, so you can try it out. It's a fun one. Let's get into it. Short and sweet. What's the over-under here on me getting it on the first try? I would not bet on that if I were you. Oh. Not as bad as it could have been, but yeah, you got to jump off that guy. Oh. It was okay. Well, I think I sort of need to die there because I wasn't paying attention. I was thinking about my missed jump. Just forgot to repress jump. It'll happen. You know what? 1 second. All right, I have a built-in excuse for all of the deaths that I've had in this and some other videos that I've just made, but I just realized I've been playing. The timer is pretty tight, so that's why I died there, because I was still talking. Gotta hold right. Here we go. But yeah, I just realized I was playing this whole time without my glasses on. Now, I don't really need glasses in my day-to-day life, but it does help when I'm staring at the screen like this. It doesn't help me throw up, apparently. Oh. That one's always a little bit tougher for me. There's only a couple more tricks. Maybe just one more trick. And like a misdirect. Alright, I'm back in the rhythm of this one. Every time. Every time. It's like a video gaming rule. Like, as soon as you say, oh yeah, I'm doing well, that is the exact point where you die. Maybe it's like a life rule, too. Yeah, those are... I mean, it's not easy. But I don't know if it's like the hardest section of all time there. There we go. Not so bad. But that's a really fun one if you aren't that great at grabbing those POWs and throwing them up, or grabbing the shells and throwing them forward, you know, directionally, doing what you need to do under, you know, it's pretty intense time pressure, and there's a lot of stuff going on, spikes. So I found that one to be a really good training for that tech there. So yeah, give it a shot. And I'll see you in the next one. And here we are with another cool level. Cool and challenging level. Well, challenging is relative, right? Maybe there's some players out there that would not find this challenging at all. I've seen some players that probably wouldn't find it really challenging. You know, the clear rate on this one is 0.96%, and I don't think I'm that good. I'm definitely not an absolute god, like it says, if I can clear it. And I have, like, I guess I should have been showing these cleared by, I don't know if it shows. I don't know how to show if I've cleared. I guess I can go to cleared courses and show, but anyway, yeah, the reason I'm showing this is I played it and I thought it was really fun. Oh, it does show on the top left. I think that flag means that I cleared it. So, what is this level about? Well, it's a Super Mario World level, second favorite playstyle, and we are doing some bomb spin jumps, as it says there in the name. And I hadn't really done this tech at all when I came across this level. And it's one of my favorite techs in the game so far. I love spin jumps off of stuff in Super Mario World, like off of Spinies or off of Thwomps. But there's something about the physics of how the bomb moves and how you can keep on jumping on it if you hit it a certain way, how they blow up and open passages, or hit an on-off switch, how they go off springs, and you can do interesting things with level setups where you have multiple springs in a row and then like create these contraptions with, you see there are munchers and spikes and seesaws, all this interesting cool stuff, and you'll see that in this level. And give it a shot. Like, you'll see how to do it as I play through. I don't think it's a 0.96% clear rate level. I mean, it is challenging, but I don't know, maybe spin jumps are a little bit harder than I give them credit for, but they feel pretty natural to me. And this level is like pretty well designed with good indicators. So yeah, just the general theme we see here. We got the Z indicator, got the indicator on the left and the arrow. That's generally going to mean that you want to jump there and hit it to the right. So we're going to try to do that. First trick done. Second trick, off the trampoline, off the trampoline, off the trampoline. And I forgot that you have to jump on that one. Hey, give me a break. I'll use this as my crutch again. My first time playing this level and narrating it, so I'll give myself a pass on those two. But I fully expect to make it through. That's pretty hilarious. Okay, maybe I'll shut up for a second. All right, First checkpoint. Now we got this crazy stuff. These one-ways, hit the bomb off the one-way, go over, hit the bomb off the one-way, go over again. Sort of hook up and around the one-way. Nope, not that way. Now I'm going to run out of time. Yeah, like that. And then what do you do on this one? Z off the trampoline. Then I believe you just hold right. And you'll hit the bomb back to the left and it'll blow up the off. And then, yeah. Oh, I'm thinking of a different part of the level. I was thinking ahead. So this part is actually easier than that. Just gotta hit once, twice, and go down. A little bit of a trampoline climb here. So 3, and I think there'll be the red block blocking you, so you gotta hit that. Yep, and we're through that. Trampoline stuff, or seesaw stuff here. Okay, so how does this go again? Hit the guy into that. He'll go down into the pocket. You jump off him. And he'll stick there, but you'll jump, and then you hit that guy to the right. He'll probably blow up something that you need to blow up. Yep. And that'll go down, blow up the thing. Cool. This part, when you first come through it, can seem kind of crazy. So if you're like me, you'd jump and hit those blocks first and think, oh no, I'm stuck. But no. It says fight, I think. But okay. This is when it gets pretty cool. This is my favorite part of the level here. Or just after this checkpoint in general. There's a bunch of crazy tricks coming up. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to talk. Well, I'll attempt to talk. So this one's actually more forgiving. You can actually hit that one to the left and still have time to correct it. So these ones, you got to move a little. Just be wary of... I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just trying to get through. I'm like concentrating on the level, trying to talk, explain. You see how it's done. And okay, so gather ourselves for a moment. What's coming up here? If I remember, this one is a sort of bigger jump than usual. There's a couple spikes they have to get by, so yeah. Oh, that was bad. That was bad. You gotta hit that one back to the left. Hit that one back to the left. That's the moral of the story. Can't tell you how many times. How many times in life that moral is useful. Probably like once. That part's pretty fun. Back to the left. So you gotta hit that one back to the left, or else you'll just fall into the lava there. Or the spikes. I think there's spikes there. So we made it through there. We got the little fireworks. Now the last section. What happens here? I sort of forget. Hit that guy. You hit him again. We'll blow up something. Well, we'll just find out. Oh no. Okay, so... Okay. Got it. Locked in. Nope. Maybe I can save it. Hey! pretty nice save. I'm like still thinking about that. Never say never. Unless you know, it's clear you can't do anything. Let's try and not screw this part up. There we go. Big jump. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think that's the last trick. So hit that guy at the spring. All the tricks in this section, like, you know, the little mini sections within the section, they aren't that bad. But stringing them all together without dying, it is challenging. It's just, I guess, as someone that can't do, like, Kaizo shell jump tricks, I just expect anything under 1% clear rate to be Kaizo shell jump tricks. But then again, I haven't even really practiced those, so maybe those wouldn't be so bad if I just practiced them. Died in the same way. That's always a bummer. Always a bummer when you get to the place that you got before and die in the same way. Might be like a more efficient way to do that part, but that seems to work every time, so. Stick with what works unless you're going for a world record, I guess. There we go. Hey, let's get all the coins, why not? That's worth a celebration. End, thanks. I'm glad he put end there. Not sure I would have known. Cool, bomb spin jump. Fun level. Try it out, get good at bomb spin jumps. Be a god. Just like the level description says. Hey, so the next level we're going to look at here is called Hot Sponge. It's a Super Mario World level made by Ryu SMM, who is the video game streamer, content creator. I don't know what he likes to be called, but he's Ryu Car. Really fun person to watch play any game, really. He does a bunch of different stuff, but he's excellent at Super Mario Maker and Super Mario Maker 2. Has a bunch of videos and streams. I've watched him a bunch over the years, but he also happens to make a great level, and that's what we're looking at today. Hot Sponge. Not entirely sure the meaning there. Leave it up to your imagination. But you can see this is super expert level, 0.48% clear rate, but who knows how it would be if it was a normal level. He's a really popular creator, so you can see it's been played 32 million times, so I don't know if he weren't as well known, it was just a normal super expert level, if that would be even lower, or I mean higher, excuse me, because then maybe only the truly skilled would attempt it. I actually just cleared it because I didn't know how long it was going to take me to do, and if it was going to take me an hour of practicing or longer, that kind of thing. But you can see I just cleared it. Wasn't too bad. Didn't take me forever. And while it's fresh in my head, we'll just go back through it, and hopefully a level for everyone. You can do it. There you go, right in the description. 32 million plays, can't all be wrong. Starts out with this, that jump when you first do it. If you're like me, you're gonna get killed a lot on that jump, but you just gotta hit the edge there, and it'll line you up. I don't know why it's a Z. I don't know why that's a Z. He's usually really good about indicators and likes to point out when he's playing a level when there are good and bad indicators. I don't really know what that one means. It's probably my lack of experience, but you don't seem to need to Z jump there. Oh, I missed. Not enough swingage in the crane, or the hook, the thing, whatever you call that. Ooh. Jump too early, right into this icicle. Face into the icicle. Never a good outcome. Well, maybe you're going for that. Maybe you like that kind of thing. Alright, first section down, and immediately die. Good. We can catch our breath. I actually really, really love this section. It flows really well. A lot of interesting jumps. You're like always feeling like you're about to go off the screen. Real sense of urgency. The music is chef's kiss for what's going on. Oh, see, right there, I thought I was gonna go off screen. Save it. Oh, not quite. That jump off the Galumba, I think they're called. That one got me a lot of times, like lining that up well. And this is actually the very first time that I'm playing Mario Maker and commentating at the same time. So, cut me a little bit of slack when I die stupidly like that. Not a whole lot of slack. Oh. It hurts. That one hurts. Love that jump. A little bit late on the spin jump. Okay. Oh, yep. That happened to me several times when I was... It says to Z, so maybe I should be Zing. You don't want to do a regular jump when you want to Z jump. It's like one of the first things you learn when you are trying to get good, so to speak. Oh god. Alright, well, I never did a Z jump there. Had to improvise. And yes, I did get killed by those the first time I made it up there, and it took me a long time to make it up, or, you know... no, actually I don't want that. It took me a good amount of time to make it up there the first time, and then I got killed right away. And what you actually want to, like, I saw Ryukard do this in his playthrough, and he just, you know, the platforms are such that you can just sit right here. But Boom Boom is a little bit unpredictable, so we'll see how we do here. Yep. This is like my first Boom Boom fight. Probably not literally, I've probably like had a couple before, but I don't really know the rhythm, the AI of Boom Boom that well. I think what I did when I played before, yeah, you get one hit right away. And then just gotta wait for your opening, running right. Ah. I guess he just turns back sooner than I would expect. Oh, that was unfortunate. This boss fight took me several attempts. It doesn't look that hard, but kind of the unpredictable nature of Boom Boom. Like, I'm just afraid to jump. I guess, yeah. Ooh. And then I don't know what's going on here, but the first time I got stuck up here and I didn't know what to do. Happened again. You can probably go right away. But I was afraid I was not going to make that jump. And there you have it, Hot Sponge. Fun level. Especially the section where you're scrolling up. You don't see that often. And it's done really well. A couple really fun spin jumps in particular in that one. A Fleet-Footed Junt. So here we are in this last video we're going to look at in this expose on cool, relatively challenging levels. And this is my level, and I think it's pretty cool. Maybe you'll have a different opinion if you try it out. And you can leave a comment in the video if you want and let me know. But hopefully you'll have an advantage because I'm about to show a playthrough, and I think probably most of these 399 attempts here, it's sitting at 0, 399. I don't know if that means 399 different people have played it, or if 8 people have played it 399 times. There's that 8 with the feet at the top there. But anyway, yeah, I don't know if anyone's made it through even to like the second checkpoint. Because there are some really technical sections that you sort of have to trial and error your way through unless you know exactly what you're doing. And we'll see that. And then you can go try it out. Because if you know what you're doing, I think it's a really fun route through the level. It's like sort of like a rhythm game at certain points, which a lot of Mario Maker levels I think tend to be. So, I guess without further ado, let's just jump into the level. And I'll probably pause it here and there and explain some things and not go through super fast. But start out here, and hopefully the coin trails are pretty good. And wow, it's hard to narrate. Like thinking of how I'm gonna narrate this. So okay, we've got this jump. You gotta hit that switch. Jump on the Koopa. Kick the Koopa over there. That's a short jump. And then this little technical donut and spike section. This jump, it's a large jump, but you gotta let go a jump just as you hit the Koopa shell, or else you'll bounce into a spike. So let go there. Kick that in. That's a very short jump. That section you can hit up against those blocks on the side to avoid the spike. Here I like to wait like that. And you can go faster through that, but it's not really necessary. And then fall down, big jump off the corner, and then you can get a little one-up. There you go. So that only took me a few attempts. That wasn't so bad at all. Of course, I made the level, so it has been. I did practice it a couple times, like a couple days ago, leading up to it. Actually, I wanna die here because I should give this section a better intro. So yeah, you come up. There's no way to get back. So here you are. Got this. The ice can mess you up if you're just coming out of the pipe, so watch out for that. Because you can get some weird momentum coming off of that. And you don't start out in the pipe, you start out over here. So if you're coming out of the pipe on the first playthrough, it'll be a little bit different than on every time you die. And you'll probably die. Because this section, I mean, just look at the top right here. What is going on? So, this is a section that it actually has my favorite jump in this level. You gotta jump and follow the coins, essentially. The coin trails are there to show you sort of the path. It's sort of like it's a maze, a high-speed maze that keeps on changing as you go through it. So the basic idea is jump on the blue platforms, hit the blocks, the bricks to kill these pokies, because those are blocking your way through the maze. So you have to hit that first one to be able to make this big jump, and then you have to, you'll see there's the jump that I love. You jump up and come down, and you have to slot into, over here on the right, those 2 coins just above the lowest blue platform. You have to slot right in there, hit that pokey, come out the other side, go through where the pokey was, hit another pokey, jump up, and you see the top right, the other breakable block there. You have to slot in, and that coin right to the right of it, there's a one-way that'll trap you right there, and then you hit the block as you're falling down on that, then use the other blue platform to jump up to the very top right blue platform that you can just barely see. And then you'll have some nice Zen music playing, hopefully, and if you need to, you can take a little break after making it through that section. So let's see how I do after explaining all that and trying to do it on the first try. Here we go. Here's the jump. Oh, I love that jump. And I got it. First try. How about that? That part can be kind of tricky. You have to time that Koopa. You don't have to go as he's coming down. I can go back through the door and show you. So, yeah, you don't have to go as he's coming down. It's a little bit trickier. Sometimes it's easier to wait until he's coming back up. But, yeah, I guess I didn't have time. I didn't stop and enjoy the little Zen. It's sort of like a water drop moment there, where the music cuts away and you're just happy that you made it through that part. But yeah, that one jump where you sort of jump up over the one-way and slot right in after the big fall. When you get that, it's really fun. It's really fun to do over and over again, so try it out. So this section, you gotta get the... Oh, I'm running out of time, so... well, that's alright. So you gotta get the here, I'll pause it actually. So this section, you can see coming up, there's sort of more falling blocks and some pokies. And you're gonna have to run through and hit each block to kill the pokey, and then you're gonna go down underneath and hit more blocks to make some vines rise up, and then you'll have to keep your mushroom through the whole thing, and then damage through some saws that are down there that you can see at the bottom. Climb the vine up to the top, then you have like a little vine section that's a little bit different from the rest of the level, and it can be kind of nerve-wracking because it's one of those like ninja, you know the level types where they have the vines and you have to jump from vine to vine and there's spikes, yeah, that kind of thing. So we'll see, and there's a certain rhythm that you have to take through this section where you'll see I think it's, you can run full speed and hit the first 4 blocks to kill the pokies, but then it doesn't quite work for the 5th block, so you have to turn back a little bit. And that's when I start, you'll see I do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I start turning back before I hit the next block. And then maybe I'll pause it when I get through that section, but I might forget. So when I'll pause it. And if not, we'll just make it back here and I'll pause it after I die. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, pause. Oh, see, okay. It's the first time I've tried to narrate that, so give me a little bit of leeway. So this is the brutal part. It's like every time you die there, you have to do this section again, which it's actually really fun, for me at least, so no big deal. No big deal. But I guess you'll probably get really good at that section because you'll get here and then you'll die and then have to do it over again. It's a whole thing. I wish there were 3 checkpoints. If I could use 3 checkpoints, I would have absolutely put a checkpoint here. Like I didn't not put a checkpoint here to try and make it difficult. didn't put a checkpoint here because I had a lot of ideas I wanted to fit into the level, and there's another checkpoint coming up after this. So it's like, where do you put the checkpoint? I don't know. Maybe I should have made... Maybe there's some better level design you can do. But yeah, it's definitely difficult to have to... You die on this section and you have to go back and do the whole thing again. But maybe we won't die. Let's not die. And... yeah. Yeah. So... I don't know. It depends on how many tries it takes me here to do this. I might cut some of it out. I might show like the highlight up. I messed up the last jump there. But maybe it'd be good to leave in at least a few of these so you can see sort of over and over again. Oh, I see that time I got hit by that one way. That wasn't quite letting me through. Almost died on that jump there. Lots of different ways to die in this little maze. There's the first time I missed that particular jump. Oh. Not a good initial blue platform there. There we go. Let's go for it. All right, I managed to pause at the right time. So, made it through that section, good. That means I cleared all the pokies away. As you can see, one or two pokey body parts. Pokey, I hope I'm calling them by the right name. I'm not even 100% sure they're called pokies. But we'll just go with that. Green guys, pokies. So, yeah, there's the coin trail going down here. And you can see there's some boxes down here. And if you look, there's some one-ways up there in between the spikes at the top of the screen where the vines can go up. And that's why, so you need to clear the pokies because they were blocking the way of the vines, and the block was blocking the way. And now you need the vine to go up through there because you'll go all the way back to the left, damage through, and you need to keep the mushroom. You'll go all the way back to the left, hitting these blocks, then damage through the spikes, and then do the vine jumping section up top. And see that blue pipe all the way up to the right? That's where hopefully we'll get there this time. But I'm coming out of a pause. I don't really have the pausing and unpausing down at all for this game yet, so I'll probably like my finger will be on the wrong button, but we'll see how it goes. So there's a certain rhythm, just like there was a certain rhythm up here. You'll see that I jump against the side of the right side of each block. So you jump against the right side and fall onto the platform, then jump and hit the block, then jump again into the right side of the next block. And the rhythm is pretty simple for the first for every block up until the last, where the rhythm changes a little bit and you have to jump much earlier to hit the last block in the right way. So hopefully we can get all that. We'll see. Hey, first time. Damage up through. And now we're at this section where you can chill a little bit. We're chilling. We're just hanging out on the vine, but it's not looking good. It is not looking good if we see what's upcoming here. So this one, you can just run off the vine and do a pretty small jump to get to that second vine there. Or to the third vine, I guess it is. So that one's not too bad. This one's not too bad either. I found that the best way to do this is to have a little leeway, so not be on the very edge, but get a little momentum. So you hold right like for a fraction of a second, and before you fall off the vine, you jump. And so that way you have a lot of momentum, or not a lot, you have some momentum going onto the next vine here. You got to remember to hold up. I've done that many times where I just forget to hold up. Probably a new player problem. But now we're on to this one, which I think this is the hardest one. It's just the particular configuration of the spikes here and how the vine doesn't maybe quite go up as far as the other ones. You can see like that vine after it, it's only the top is 1 below, but this one is 2 below. So it's a lot more precise. So I tend to die on this one much more than all of the other ones. So we'll see how we do here. Whew. That is a butt clincher every time. All right, so we're not quite home free, but these next ones are easier. He says as he dies, right? Let's see. Woo! All right. Hey, that wasn't so bad. Didn't take too long to get through there. That you can get stuck on that for a while, but okay. So here we are. Here we are at the 3rd checkpoint, and we've got these three cannonballs here, and we've got some coins. So you're gonna want to jump on the the top cannonball right about when the coin hits, and we're gonna jump on each of those, and you sort of want to like you need to conserve, like, the name of the game here is momentum, and so you want on the last one you want your momentum going right so you can reach the donut, and then we'll go up on these blue platforms and do the same trick. But it's a little bit harder because you're starting from kind of a frantic position. You're on blue platforms, you're going up and up and up. And the trick for that one, when we get to the top, hopefully you'll see, on when the bombs start to like first spawn, I think it's the second to last blue platform, and maybe it's the last one, you want to jump as high as you can to get onto that one, because that gives the cannonballs more time moving right, and you're gonna have to jump on them a whole lot, or there's only 3 of them, so not a whole lot. There's three jumps that you're gonna have to do, and it's much easier to reach the next section of the level if you do everything you can to make those go right before you have to start jumping on them. So maybe you'll see what that means. It happens pretty fast. But hopefully we'll see that. So I'm just gonna die here so we can reset the timer. And you'll notice in the top right there's a spike. That's you can't do a corner jump here, or else you're gonna hit that spike. So you sort of have to. I like to leave when the cannonball gets about to the last ice block, and then hit the last ice block with my head there. Jump, jump, jump as high as possible there. And now do the same trick. You need a lot of momentum there. A couple short jumps, and I screwed that up because I'm not paying attention. I'm trying to talk. Okay. But hey, we saw what I wanted to show, so then I can talk about the next part. So the next part, I'll try and talk about the next part while I'm doing this part again. The next part is you just want to do like three short jumps on those donuts, and there is like a 50 coin to get if you really want to, but there's some piranha plants that are sort of jumping all over the place there. It's actually pretty hard to get. If you do try it and get that, then props to you, and that'll happen because you really do want to get the rightward momentum jumping off that last one. And so sometimes I'll get overzealous and miss it. But there's The thing about after you come off that jump and there's those 3 donuts, you really want to watch out for that fire bar, because there's the blue platform that will take you down the other side, but you really need to watch out for that fire bar that's coming around, and the way you get around that is you do like 3 short jumps on the donut. You don't have to do it like that. I think there's probably like a speed strat where you can get on the blue platform and still avoid the fire bar, but doing 3 little jumps like that, and then there's a speed strat where you don't have to jump onto the donut. But we'll pause here. We were just on that donut. You don't have to jump on that donut. You can jump off the blue platform that's falling down to the left here and jump if you know that where the spring is, which is underneath the coin trail. You can just bypass the donut, and I didn't do that when I did the clear check, so you can definitely get a better speed than that. But here, this is a max jump going to the right to that other spring, and the trick is I could just sit there and jump and show you the next section, but it's easier to do it all in one motion. So when I jump onto the next spring, I'll do 1 short jump and then a large jump onto these 2 cannonballs that are going up and to the left. And then there's a little tricky spike to get around and a couple blue falling platforms. But then you want to jump up into this door that will be like a place where you can reset and rest. So let's see if we can do all that here. Nope. I've never done it where I'm jumping around that much. So it's like I said, I think when I was introducing it, it sort of turns into a little bit of a rhythm game, right? Like if you know the right rhythm, then you can go and you do it to the rhythm. And if you don't know the right rhythm, it becomes a whole lot harder. So hopefully, by watching this video, if you want to try it out, then you'll know exactly the rhythm that you need for that section. And it's not the only way you can do it, but it's just a reliable way that I found when I was making the level. Jump, 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 jump. Now we go down. Little jump, big jump with momentum, little jump, big jump, big jump, big jump. Oh. But that's the idea. That's sort of the rhythm. I just was trying to narrate at the same time. Eventually I'll have to stop using that excuse, right? Because I'll get good at talking and playing at the same time, but definitely not there right now. Oh, I almost didn't have enough rightward momentum there. All right. That reset is actually pretty tricky because you have to, when you come out of the door, you have to go to the left a little bit to land on the cannons here, or else you'll just fall back down onto the donut. And here we are. This is the last trick. You're going to be using those 2 cannonballs. We've got the dramatic heartbeat here. And I usually wait, I do a little bit of a run. You can see I have a little bit of space to run to the right. I jump usually about when that bottom cannonball hits the T, like the vertical line of spikes. And you hit the top one, and you want to hit the bottom one about in those first 2 empty spike, like, see, now or now. It's following the line of spikes, and then as soon as you can hit it, you want to have some rightward momentum, but we'll see if you have too much rightward momentum, you'll hit some spikes. So there's, I think it's a cloud and a door, and then the spikes to the right of the door, and you need to land on the cloud so you can go into the door but not hit the spikes. And I've died hitting those spikes a lot of times. Not a lot of times, but you know, when you're uploading this, you finally get to the end and you think, oh, it's the last jump, and then you lose to that. It's kind of heartbreaking, and it definitely happens. So let's see what we can do. First attempt here. Kind of a heartbreaker to lose on this jump, because then you go back to the other cannon section, but we'll see what we can do. Bam! And then you've got this beautiful little ending. I don't know if it's beautiful, but it's kind of quirky and cool, right? With the racing the red cannonballs down, and they disappear just as you hit the thing, and then you get the trampolines and yada yada. So there you have it, a fleet-footed jaunt. A quick-footed run through the sky, or whatever I decided to put for the silly description. A pleasant romp through the sky. There you go. So there you have it, a fleet-footed jaunt, and that will do it for this first video on some interesting expert and super expert levels. Try it out. I'll put the course ID in the video description. Try it out. Let me know if let me know what you think of it, and hopefully you can beat it with the help I put in this video. So that's it. That's all the interesting, challenging levels that I gathered to show off today. If you play any of them, let me know what you think, especially if you play mine. And I will be on the lookout for some more interesting, cool, challenging levels to show off. And until then, happy gaming.